Welcome to episode 2, The Virus Killer, Your Lymphatic System. Just a quick review. Your lymphatic system consists of lymph glands and lymph nodes. And these travel throughout the body, the lymph glands, and they carry this fluid, lymph fluid. And it's sort of a superhighway for very important immune cells, the educated part of your immune system, called your adaptive immune system, which adapts to infections, especially viruses. And it consists basically of three kinds of cells: natural killer cells that get to a virus rather early and start to kill it, and they have sort of a memory, so they help prevent reinfection, giving your body time to respond appropriately to create antibodies against an infection, like the coronavirus. Second, the antibodies themselves. They're on B cells. B cells release antibodies, which are also called immunoglobulins, that fit like a glove specifically for a hand. In other words, they fit a specific virus. They kill a specific virus. A good example of that is a flu shot made for specific strains of the flu. That stimulates the formation of antibodies for that flu, and then you have greater resistance to it. You don't get as sick, or maybe not sick at all, if somebody sneezes on you with that type of the flu, with that particular strain. And then there's T cells. T cells come in various forms. There's T cells that kill the virus. There's T cells that govern the immune system. And then there's T cells that prevent your own immune system from attacking your body. So you can imagine how important all of these are to function properly. And they control the other parts of the immune system, like your neutrophils and your macrophages. These are the most common white blood cells in the innate immune system. It's not educated. It's controlled by the adaptive immune system. It's controlled by the cells, in other words, that are part of your lymphatic system. And these cells are major killers of infections. They're the most common white blood cell, the most common leukocyte. Now, the cells within the lymphatic system are called lymph cells because that's basically where they function. They're called lymphatic cells. And your lymph glands travel all over the body, so they can deposit these cells. They can supply these cells very quickly to areas of infection. And then the cells, of course, bring the infections to the lymph nodes, and in the lymph nodes, the infections are destroyed. And in another gland of the lymphatic system, the spleen, the infections are separated and discarded. Now, we started to speak about what's necessary for your lymphatic tissue to function. And we spoke about water, because lymph is made out of water. And Bifidobacterium animalis subspecies lactis is coming up next. It's a form of probiotic bacteria. We also discussed nucleotides. We went into depth on nucleotides. These are major promoters of the cells of the lymphatic system. So let's discuss Bifidobacterium animalis subspecies lactis. It's one of the probiotic bacteria. It's a warrior for your immune system. So let's discuss the immune system and your good bacteria. Believe it or not, about 70% of your immune cells reside in the lining of your digestive tract, especially by your intestines. And if you don't have enough good bacteria, these cells get confused, they get overactive. It contributes to autoimmune diseases such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, according to research. Inflammation in the body, such as inflammation in the lungs and in the heart and in the brain and in the liver and in the breasts. So you want the good bacteria because they train the immune system. In fact, there's a number of studies showing that certain species of good bacteria help minimize and even eliminate allergies, like Lactobacillus plantarum and Lactobacillus rhamnosus. They kind of re-educate the immune system to ignore food allergies and pollen allergies and cat and dog allergies. It's rather pretty amazing. That takes time. That starts to take effect within about a month. So let's give you a timeline with probiotic bacteria. Within a week or two, probiotic bacteria are making your immune system stronger at fighting viruses. At about 3 weeks, probiotic bacteria are settling down your digestive tract, like helping with constipation and diarrhea and food sensitivities and gasiness and bloating and flatulence. And within about 4 weeks, they start to break down allergies, which takes time. But it starts at about the 1 month time period of starting a good probiotic. And you want to get a probiotic with Bifidobacterium animalis subspecies lactis. The University of Reading published their finding. That's over in the UK, over in England. They've published findings in the Journal of Nutritional Science. Taking Bifidobacterium animalis increases the killing ability of your neutrophils. And this happens within weeks, even in healthy elderly people, even within people in their 60s and 70s and 80s. So your innate immune system is the part of the immune system. It doesn't know what to do unless it's governed by the cells in your lymphatic system. And the major cells, the most common cells in there, are called neutrophils. About 70% of your white blood cells, otherwise called leukocytes, are neutrophils. And these are big cells that attach to and literally destroy viruses. And they found that simply giving this specific strain, Bifidobacterium animalis subspecies lactis, within a week or two, it proves the killing ability of neutrophils in healthy elderly. That's important. As we grow older, I'm already in my 60s. As we grow older, our immune system gets less and less effective. We have sometimes plenty of cells, they're just not working well. In a separate study on Bifidobacterium animalis subspecies lactis, in the journal Nutrients, there was a significant improvement in the activity of natural killer cells. Now, let's go to a quick break. When we come back, I'll explain what that's all about. Very important component of the immune system. We'll be right back. Let's take a break.
This podcast is brought to you by InviteHealth.com. For over 20 years, Invite Health has provided premium quality supplements and expert advice you can trust. Now, first-time customers can enjoy an exclusive offer. Visit invitehealth.com/podcast or click the link in this episode description. That's invitehealth.com/podcast for your exclusive offer on Invite Health products. Invite Health offers the resources you need to make important decisions about your health. Chat live with degreed healthcare professionals, get product information, and find retail locations near you at invitehealth.com. You can also learn about our new genetic testing program and our exclusive Invite Fitness Wellness program. Follow Invite Health on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and be sure to subscribe to our podcast today. Now back to our episode.
Okay, welcome back. So in actually a review of several studies and a review of 4 human clinical trials published in the journal Nutrients, there was a significant improvement of natural killer cell activity in healthy elderly people. That's a very strong immune cell for killing viruses. So natural killer cells are part of the acquired immune system. They're educated to a degree. They're early responders. They don't need to know about antibodies. They get there before the antibodies. They don't need to know about antibody production. They get to the infection of a virus quicker. And they recognize viruses before you've made antibodies to the viruses. Antibodies are like a flare going up saying, hey, here's the virus, let's kill it. So the natural killer cells are early responders. They start containing the virus and killing it before it has a chance to get into the brain or the lungs or the heart. But the thing is, they have a memory, and they help prevent reinfection, giving your body time to create the antibodies, which generally takes about 2 weeks. So when they gave older people this specific strain of probiotic, their natural killer cells work better. That's important. Older people have enough natural killer cells, they just don't work well. They become ineffective at killing viruses. When they took this probiotic, the Bifidobacterium animalis subspecies lactis, I'm repeating it so you know, it's ingrained in your brain. If you buy a probiotic, you want that strain in there, and you want at least 2 billion of it. The thing is that these immune cells were working much better. So were the neutrophils. Once again, the neutrophils, the most common immune cell, about 70% of your circulating immune cells were working much better to kill viruses. Now, vitamin D. Vitamin D is really important for your immune system. So people know vitamin D for healthy teeth and for healthy, strong bones. Vitamin D does a number of things for your bones and teeth. But for your immune system, it also does a whole bunch of things. It improves tolerance to your body. In other words, you need vitamin D to prevent autoimmune diseases. like lupus, like rheumatoid arthritis, like scleroderma, like sarcoidosis, like mixed connective tissue diseases, like multiple sclerosis. It tells the immune system, hey, this is you. Don't attack you. Attack the virus. Don't attack the person. But it also helps prevent an overabundance of immune system function, a severe attack by the immune system. That's what's happening with the coronavirus. And people who are weakened seems to be people who are obese, people with diabetes, people with severe high blood pressure, and to a degree people with lung diseases like asthma. The virus is not getting contained by their immune system, and it's getting into tissues like their lungs and their brain and their heart. And it's causing a super response by the immune system called a cytokine storm, which could destroy the organs. Your immune system is incredibly powerful. So vitamin D helps prevent that cytokine storm. It's very important. There's a number of studies. You need vitamin D to prevent lung infections. You need vitamin D to fight viruses. But you also need vitamin D to help prevent damage to the body caused by an infection and caused by your own immune system. They also found that vitamin D activates protective immunity. T cells and B cells actually can synthesize vitamin D and respond to vitamin D. So it's very important for turning on the immune system and protecting you from your own immune system. So here's the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. They gave vitamin D3 1,200 units a day. So here's the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. They gave vitamin D3 1,200 units a day to school children over an entire winter. It cut the risk of the flu by 42%. And in kids with asthma, it cut the risk of an asthma attack triggered by the flu by 83%. So vitamin D, really impressively important for your immune system. Other foods and nutrients that can help your lymphatic system work better are mushrooms. Mushrooms have beta-glucans like beta-1,3 glucan and beta-1,4 glucan. These are complex polysaccharides that trigger the immune system to fight viruses, to fight bacteria, to fight cancer cells. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have a lot of beta-carotene, and your liver converts beta-carotene into, your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A, and this helps the immune system function better. Zinc is important. And green tea. Green tea also nourishes your immune system in many ways. One way is it stimulates the production of gamma delta T cells. Gamma delta T cells help control the immune system. They respond to green tea. Green tea has alkylamines. Just like the antigens on the outside of a virus or bacteria trigger an immune response, there's something similar in green tea called alkylamines that trigger the part of the immune system that control the immune system, called gamma delta T cells. Plus, these alkylamines also trigger the function of CD8 killer T cells that attach to and dissolve viruses. So there's a lot going on there. You could do a lot for your lymphatic system. You certainly want to do that in this time of the coronavirus. So thank you for tuning into our Invite Health podcast. You can find all of our episodes for free wherever you listen to podcasts or by visiting invitehealth.com/podcast. Please subscribe and please leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Invite Health. Hope to see you next time on another episode of the Invite Health podcast. Thank you so much for listening.